Yes. What's up, Gyris? We're gonna have a really cool announcement. Uh, did you see that? That was like Fight Club, except I didn't stick it. I didn't stick a picture of my penis in the cut. I can if you guys want that. Let me know for the next video. Special announcement tonight. Before I do that, though, we're gonna go on a bit of a treasure hunt. I'm gonna hop in. We're gonna hop into Gyris. Here we go. So this is coming a day late. So thanks for everyone for your well wishes. My girlfriend has appendicitis. She's been pretty rough for a couple of days, and the hospital system here at the moment is bullshit. So I just left her. She's in good hands at the hospital, hopefully. And we're going to cut that appendix out tomorrow. So this announcement was supposed to be last night, but I thought it was it'd be far too degen of me to not take care of my family responsibilities and put the lights on and make a video about this beautiful naked Burra who you can see in front of you. This is a Master Chief, and he's got his pants off, and he's riding an Og. What you're looking at here is we've got the very basic huts, and that's like a bigger hut. That's a family hut. Little fire going in there. These are the early structures. All of this is a work in progress of Gyris, but you can sort of start to get a feel for what at least this part of Gyris will look like. Gyris is a sort of Skyrim level, hundreds of thousands of hectares. What you see here is sort of a couple of hectares, probably a bit more than that, 4 hectares or so worth of land for the racetrack, which will be on a part of Duara. What you saw back there was work in progress for our 3D Og. You've been able to see some really developed Ogs in some of the sneak peeks. We've got a really fucking awesome one to show you guys tonight. But yeah, you can see a lot of this is Jeff's work. Jeff is a fucking wizard, just an absolute legend. These little mystical stones in here. What you guys can't see right now is that there's like this epic underground river that goes underneath, but you'll see where it ends up in a little bit. So yeah, this is just to kind of show you around Gyris a little bit more. I want to do some videos coming up around some of the features. We've done some of this before, but I really want to break it down into little pieces and talk to you guys about honestly the fucking myriad of shit that we do different. We're building a game. We're not building an NFT project, if that makes sense. NFTs are a tool that we are using to bring to life this massive collaborative effort and shared ownership model. This is a video that Jeff made. I'm not flying around right now because I broke my computer trying to swim around in this deep world that is under development, so very heavy at the moment. So as you guys know, we're building a racetrack for our Ogs. At the start, you saw a bit of a mock-up of a Burra without his pants on and an Og. That Og still had the teeth. The Ogs don't have the teeth anymore. I think they look a lot better that way. Right now you can see our sweet, one of our family huts. Again, this is a fairly early stage hut. Over the next 6 to 8 weeks, you'll start to see a lot more sort of tree houses and like huts that can kind of combine together. The Burra are very sort of, they seem that they're very good in battle, but they're actually a really kind of loving peoples for the most part. Till you go up to Aku, and then you get, there's a little bit more warring up there. But the people of Duara, and especially Motun, are really kind of fun-loving. This is a fucking epic thing that you're about to see. Go on. Where's he taking us? He's going to take us around the corner. It's all right. And they love to have heaps of fun. So Og racing is one thing that they do. There is some really sweet like mountain surfing stuff that you guys are gonna fucking love when we come out with that. Um, oh, I've just knocked that. Get out of it. Here we go down to this fucking sweet ravine. So, this build has been Jeff's handiwork. Hey, waterfall. So that water source is actually going under those epic stones that you saw before. Now, all of these areas will be filled out with huts and sort of little Bora walking around. And this race course is going to have quite a few obstacles on it. This right here is obviously, it's going to bring people in. You're going to have to fight to get across here. Max 2 Boras at once are going to fit on their ogs running across this thing. So you're going to have to fight for first position to come through here. As you run across here. A lot of the inspiration for Duara as a location comes from PNG, and also Jeff. He lives in Cairns. He spent much of his life, I think all of his life, in that part of Australia, which is very, very much rainforest, which is a lot of my experience in Papua New Guinea as well. And that's the sort of foliage you're seeing here. This is, in a lot of ways, kind of more not barren, but less forested or rainforesty than a lot of like what the dark forest would be, and a lot of the where a lot of the action kind of happens, like in Koyastadne in film 1. You see a big overview of the track here. As you can see, it's fucking epic. And actually right now, this is part of our treasure hunt. We're going to go see if we can find our VC. Oh! We've just received, a little while ago, about 2 weeks ago now, 200,000 USD from a very special group of venture capitalists. Our men sold Big Brain. Our people sold Big Brain. Massive thank you to those guys at Big Brain Holdings. We raised 200,000 USD on a 13.3 million USD valuation for the project. And some people might think that's crazy, that we even valued ourselves at that. And then one of the biggest brains in the space would look at that and say, fuck yeah. It's pre-seed funding. So our expectation and theirs is that we will grow far beyond that value. It's these types of things that kind of boost the community and the team to know that we're on the right direction. So big love to Bain. Bain has been our main contact at Big Brain Holdings, and the conversations after and actually before, I got the opportunity to pitch Gyris for an hour and a half to a VC. Like, that's pretty unheard of. And Bain just asked me to talk. He said, "Tell me about it," and I would talk, and I'd say, "There's lots to say. Do you want me to keep going?" He said, "Yeah, this is amazing. Keep talking to me." And I gave him the synopsis of film 1. I walked him through our pitch deck, which you guys can all take a look at. And what they saw is what we already know, that this is very different to what the ecosystem is looking at right now. This is not a PFP project. This is building a franchise. This is building a game that's never been built before. It's building a game that is not a blockchain game. It is a new revolutionary game that will use blockchain technology, which I think is a really important distinction to make. And the entirety of what we're doing is built around this sort of what feels to me, in my mind, this endless lore, this endless narrative. I do have desires to make films. That's our long-term desire. And we've been at different times we've been told we're too ambitious, but but we can't help that. Well, I certainly can't help that. And it's been awesome to have Big Brain come along and say to us, actually, keep being big, keep thinking big, and keep going for those sort of for that blue sky. So we're gonna do some a lot more videos as we're going forward. We've got more staff joining us all the time. I mentioned in the last video, we are strangely enough rare in that we have a bunch of devs, really talented devs building right now. We've had a few knocked out with sickness at the moment, but when we get our full roster of people working, I think it'll be 12 on the tools. Like amazing devs. So, and working pretty much full time, most of them full time. So that's really special. So what we're going to be able to produce in a fairly small amount of time is going to be awesome. So this OG racing that is going to be coming out in this quarter, or the first iteration of it, you guys will be able to jump on and ride a Bura on top of an OG. That's going to be out this quarter, and not long after, if not potentially this quarter, we'll be looking at versing other people, being able to call on your Buras, call on your OGs from your wallet, and race other people. And of course, we want to integrate this with the Gyris token. The Gyris token you'll be able to use, like you'll earn it just for playing, but you can bet it and win more against other people, and then you can use that. So those little huts that you saw there, yes, they start small, but don't we all? So you will start with something, and then you will need to level up, and only once you have leveled up will you be able to use your Gyris token to purchase the next sort of iteration of a structure. So this is how we eliminate the play to win. Yes, you can pay to get something, but the only way you can get that thing is if you've leveled up with your experience. So I think that's a really important distinction, and something that makes sense for gamers. You know, you can only use that item that you might have when you get to the level. And I think that's how you balance and create an ecosystem and an economy where people can actually level up their shit and sell it off, which is awesome. But there's work involved. You can't just come in and be like, fuck it, here's $5,000. I'm going to have a heap sick set of characters and do what I want. So Andy's just saying, have you gone live yet? Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Anyway, fuck yeah. Thank you, Big Brain Holdings, Soul Big Brain, and the whole team over there. Thanks for believing in us. If so, I hope you turn off your Slack notifications. You're famous now, Andy. Ask us any questions. We're about to drop Big Brain, a really awesome one-of-one, so check that out. Please share this. We're going to be coming on real strong in the next couple of months, and it's time to sell this fucking first Bura lot out. Thanks everyone for your love. We are building constantly every day, so if you're new, come and talk to us. We don't spend crazy amounts of time hyping in the Discord, but we're giving. That's him. Would be a shame if someone, this fucking asshole, he just keeps sending me Slack messages, so it ruined my life. Yeah, we're busy building. Notifications every. Fuck you, Andy. Notifications every day. Announcements every day. Anyway, fucking hop in there, Andy. You know what? I'm posting this anyway. That's how we do it here. I love you guys.